Hey babe, I wanted to double check with you and get your thoughts on this Google form that Mr. Ruse shared with me today. I would like to turn it in tomorrow so that it is turned in within less than 24 hours because I want, our requests to be considered amongst the top. And so we are supposed to break down our needs categories here, and I want to be super honest. Of course, we want to shoot for the moon, but I've already submitted the SCSC grant for the batting cage, and knowing that wrestlers don't have singlets and knowing that track and field players don't have singlets, like I want to make sure our kids have everything that they need, but I also don't want to be greedy. So here's what I did. SHS baseball is the sport that we're submitting for. Do we need anything in the next 45 days? I said no. Everybody I've spoken to for that who represents the SCSC, and you heard a couple of people talk about the tennis team getting a ball machine, and so I can't see them denying our request, and I worded it really nicely and I made sure that they had all of the information. So I don't think we have any immediate needs within the next 45 days when considering all of the other teams. Safety equipment. I think we covered safety equipment last year with our new catchers gear and bats, and I think we got 2 gloves. So I said no on safety gear. Consumables, I put baseballs, baseball hats, baseball pants. If we get hats are $550, baseball pants are $1,200, and if we put baseballs, so I put a round number of 2,000 because we can supplement that if we need to. But I think that would be a good approximate cost for baseballs, hats, and pants. I'd love to know what you think about that. For field equipment, I put pancake gloves, fungo bats. I know it's not exactly like yardage markers, air guns, things like that, but that's what we need for our field. Those are some of the pieces of equipment that we talked about getting to support fielding drills. I just looked those up. 4 pancake gloves and 2 fungo bats would be $160. So again, not out of reach. Uniforms, I don't know the year that our uniforms were bought. I know they were in about 5 years ago. I don't think we need any uniform things because they said we can't say things from, like, we can't repeat items from one slide to the next. So because I put pants and hats on consumables, which we agreed it was a consumable, I put nothing on uniforms. Nice to haves. This is the one that I'd love to have your thoughts on. Nice to haves would be a baseball field for me, like shoot for the moon. Like I said, the pitching cage, batting cage, we've already asked for that. A mound, a $1,200 mound would be great, but that's something we can build. So I think he said in the first slide that there's $43,000 for over 15 teams. So, and trying to keep things not so over the top that we're disregarded or so over the top that we're just taken out of the conversation. I'd love to know what you think we should put here, if anything. So let me know your thoughts. I know you're with your dad. Hello, Mr. Ricky. I'm not trying to take you away too long for that, but I do want your thoughts on this before you hit submit. So let me know when you have a minute.